Dear student, welcome today in today's session. I'm Madhu Paliwal and today we are going to discuss chapter 10 cell cycle and cell division. So first come to introductory session in which we will discuss some questions related to this chapter. It will also connect the previous knowledge to this chapter. So the question is, the first question, what are the main characteristics of cell? Yes, you all of you know that is the main characteristic, that is growth and reproduction. The next is, what are the main different types of reproduction? You have already studied in your class 10 the main different types of the reproduction, that is sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. Now the next question, that is what is the mechanism of reproduction seen in unicellular organisms? Yes, of course, that is cell division. Yeah, the next is how new cell arises in organisms. Then new cells arises by division of the pre-existing cell. It means cell arises from the pre-existing cells. Now, the next is there is a link. There is a link, student, by which one generation connected to next generation. And this link is also known as vital link. Now the question is, what is the vital link that links one generation with the other generation? Of course, that is zygote. Now the next is, how many cells are there in a zygote? You know very well, one cell. Now, how a zygote develops into a multicellular organism, you know very well. What is multicellular? Multi, it means many, cellular, that is cell. Yani multicellular organism, it means consists of many cells. So how a zygote develops into a multicellular organism? With the help of repeated cell division. Now the next is, which life process leads to repair and regeneration of damaged tissue? That is, yes, of course, cell division. Is cell division occurs in sexual and asexual reproduction? Yes, cell division occurs in sexual and asexual reproduction. Now, student, come to the topic cell division. Cell division, it means division of cell. How can we define cell division? Cell division may be defined as division of a cell into two or many daughter cells. And what are the basic process? The basic process involved in cell reproduction are cell growth. Cell growth means growth of cell. It means synthesis and duplication of the component of a cell. Now the next basic process, that is cell division. Cell division, in the process of cell division, adult cell divide into two daughter cell. See student, types of cell division. Types of the cell division. There are the mainly three types of the cell division. See, amitosis, mitosis and meiosis. These are the types of the cell division. Now come to the topic, stages. Stages of cell division. Stages of cell division. See, the first stage, that is karyokinesis. Karyokinesis, see, what is the meaning of this? This word K-A-R-Y-O, karyo, that is nucleus. It means kinesis, division of nucleus. Now let's see the second term. Cytokinesis. Cyto, it means cytoplasm. So kinesis, division. It means division of cytoplasm. See, now the next term is cell cycle. Cycle, see the word cycle. It means cyclic events. Cell cycle means a series of cyclic events by which cell prepares for cell division. It means all the events which help in the preparation of the cell division comes in the cell cycle. So, a series of cyclic events by which cell prepare for cell division is known as cell cycle. And now the next is steps in the cell cycle. You know very well. Cell cycle is not a process which include only a single step, or it's not a simple process. It is a complex process and it consists of many steps. So we will discuss now steps in cell cycle. So the first one is interphase. And second, see M phase. M phase, M is refers to mitotic phase. Now, come to the topic interphase. See student, see carefully the diagram. See interphase. First, stage between two cell division and cell prepares for cell division. In this stage, cell prepare itself for cell division. And when cell prepares for the cell division, so it is known as preparatory stage. It is commonly called resting stage. Resting stage, it is a misnomer. Actually, it is a metabolic, it is a metabolically active stage. Why it is a metabolically active stage? Because it is a preparatory stage. In this stage, cell prepares for cell division. So it's generally known as resting stage. Here it is a misnomer, but actually it is a metabolically active stage, and it is a longer stage and lasts for about 95% of the cell cycle. Now, stage of interphase. The first one is G1 phase. It is also known as gap 1 phase. And the second is S phase. And the next is G2 phase. So these are the stages of interphase. G1 phase, S phase, G2 phase. See, now come to the first phase, that is, which one is first phase? Yes, gap 1 phase. Now you can see in the diagram, gap 1 phase. It is also known as post-mitotic phase. Now student, why it is known as a post-mitotic phase? See carefully the diagram. Observe. See, it comes after mitotic phase. See, here is a mitotic phase. And after this, it comes this phase. So, it is known as post-mitotic phase. It is also known as a pre-synthetic phase. Now, the again question is, why it is known as a pre? It means pre matlab first. Pre-synthetic phase. See, synthetic phase. This synthetic phase. It comes before synthetic phase. So, it is known as a pre-synthetic phase. Now, first growth phase. It is also known as a first growth phase. It is a period between mitosis and DNA replication. It is a period between mitosis. See again the diagram. Period between mitosis and DNA replication. You have already observed in the diagram. Okay, in this phase, synthesis of enzymes and proteins takes place. Synthesis of RNA, synthesis of carbohydrate and lipids takes place. And in this phase, pooling of amino acid and nucleotides also takes place. Naturally, when the synthesis of enzymes and proteins and RNA and carbohydrates takes place, synthesis of lipid takes place, then size of the cell increases. So, size of the cell and nucleus increases in this phase. Now, a cell in the G1 phase can undergo any of the three options. Now, it can opt to any three options. And what are the three options? Yes. The first, it can enter into S phase and divide. And in second option, it may be arrested at any specific point in G1 itself. And it may stop cell division and enter into Z0 stage or quiescent stage. These cells can again enter into the G1 stage and start normal cell division based on the requirement. See, now come to the S phase. S, what is S here? That is synthetic phase. See, S phase. It means synthetic phase. Why it is known as a synthetic phase? It is known as synthetic phase because in this phase DNA replicate, DNA synthesis takes place in this phase. And each chromosome has two chromatids. And chromosome number remain the same. And synthesis of histone proteins also takes place. See, this is the S phase and these are the main events of the S phase. Now, come to G2 phase. See, G2 phase. G second phase, it means second growth phase. And now it is called post-synthetic phase. Why it is known as a post-synthetic phase? See, observe the diagram carefully and see, it comes after the S phase. So, it is known as post-synthetic phase. And now see the next line. It is also known as a pre-mitotic phase. Why? Why it is known as a pre-mitotic phase? See, it comes before. See, here is a G2 and here is a mitotic phase. G1 phase, S1, G2, post-mitotic because it comes after S phase and before. So, it is known as pre-mitotic phase. See, after this, mitosis will come. So it is before the mitosis. So pre-mitotic phase. In this phase, synthesis of spindle proteins which help in the spindle formation. Next, synthesis of different types of the RNA molecules takes place. And in this phase, mitotic spindles begins to form, because in this phase spindle proteins is also formed which help in the formation of the spindles. So mitotic spindles begins to form in this phase. Now, synthesis and storage of ATP molecule takes place. And in this phase, duplication of the centrioles and organelles takes place. And of course, yes, increase in size of the nucleus is also takes place. Now, come to the M phase. M phase means M. M refers here mitosis. It means mitotic phase or division phase. And this is the stage that follows the interphase. Now student, why it is called, why it is written here is follows the interphase? Because it comes after interphase. So it is follows the interphase, and it include, yes, it include karyokinesis. It includes karyokinesis and cytokinesis. See, these are the main two phases. Now, see student, here is a amitosis. We have already discussed the three types. Then the first one is amitosis, and then mitosis, interphase. We have already discussed this sum. We have seen here types में. It is a amitosis. Amitosis. Amitosis, it is a simple method of cell division, and it is also known as a direct cell division. Simple method and a direct cell division. It occurs without, because it is a simple method, it is a direct method, so it occurs without the formation of a spindle and appearance of chromosomes. And student, see the next line, it is very important. It means there is no coiling and condensation of chromatin fibers. Here, see, observe the diagram. See, the next line, nucleus elongates and divides into two. Now, you can observe in this diagram, see, and it is elongates, nucleus elongates and divides into two. See, and after this it is followed by division of cytoplasm, and the example is bacteria, yeast, amoeba, and it is also takes place in cartilage cell. And observe the diagram. See, here is a nucleus is elongate, and see, this is a division. Observe carefully. Okay, now come to the next, that is mitosis. The term mitosis was coined by W. Fleming. See, mitosis. See, now observe the diagram. The term mitosis was coined by W. Fleming, and it is discovered by Stossberger in plant cell and W. Fleming in animal cell. It takes 30 minutes to 3 hours to complete, and it takes place in somatic cell or body cells. In plant, it takes place in meristematic tissue. You have already studied about the meristematic tissue in class 9. and during the growth of leaves, flower and fruits. So in plant it takes place in meristematic tissue and during the growth of leaves, flowers and fruits. And this is equational division. Now the student question is, why it is called equational division? Yes, it is called equational division because when two daughter cells are formed and these daughter cells are, it is a very important characteristic. Two daughter cells are qualitatively and quantitatively similar and chromosomes number remains the same. So it is known as the equational division. So it is called equational division and chromosome number remains the same. Two daughter cells are formed and daughter cells are qualitatively and quantitatively similar. It helps in growth, repair and regeneration. Now see stages of karyokinesis. Now the first one is you can see in the diagram also. The first is prophase and then prometaphase and metaphase, anaphase, and the main are prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. These are the main stages of karyokinesis. Now come to the next, that is prophase, first phase. Chromatin condense in this phase. Chromatin condense to form chromosomes, and chromosomes appear as pair of chromatids. And see, this is the main characteristic. Development of the astral rays around the centriole from the proteinaceous microtubules. And development of the see the main development of the astral rays. Now the see, what is this? The microtubules surrounding each pair of centrioles look like a star. So due to a star shape, this body is called astral. So development of the astral rays around the centrioles from the proteinaceous microtubules, and the microtubules called astral rays are not in contact with the centriole and but are separated from them by a clear zone of cytoplasm. And what is the role of astral rays? You should know. The role of the astral rays is to shift the centriole. To shift the centriole's pairs to the opposite end of the cell. And in this phase, chromatase thread undergo coiling and condensation. And these are main two processes very important in this stage, that is coiling and condensation. Now come to the next phase, metaphase. Metaphase. These are very important stages. Chromosomes are highly condensed. See student, in this stage, chromosomes are highly condensed and thick structures which can be easily identified and studied. Each the chromosome has two distinct chromatids. And see, observe the diagram. All the chromosomes are arranged at the equilateral plate of the cell. You can observe in this diagram. See, this is the plate and all the chromosomes are arranged at the equilateral plate of the cell, and this is the main characteristic of this stage. That is metaphase, the main characteristic of the metaphase. And spindle fiber formation is completed. And you can see the position. You can see the position of the chromosomes. Now, come to the next, that is anaphase. It is the shortest stage, which takes 2 to 3 minutes. Spindle fibers contract and centromere is split into two. Centromere is split into two, and the two sister chromatids of each chromosomes separate. You can observe in the diagram. The two sister chromatids of each chromosome separate. Daughter chromatids pull to the opposite side. See the diagram. Centromere is split here and two sister chromatid of each chromosome separate and they pull to the opposite side, and you can see the position, and you can see the position of the two sister chromatid. They are this in this the two sister chromatid of each chromosome separate and daughter chromatids pull to opposite poles. And you can observe the position of the centromere also towards the poles. Now, come to next, that is telophase. See, takes around 1 hour to complete, and it is the just opposite of the prophase. Chromosomes clusters at the opposite spindle pole, and their identity is lost as discrete elements. And the centrioles are surrounded by centrosphere to form centrosomes. And see, this is also the important line regarding telophase. Nucleolus, Golgi complex, and ER reform, and you can see the diagram also. Now, cytogenesis. Next, it means division of cytoplasm. The cytoplasm of the cell divided into two equal parts. The mitochondria and other organelles get distributed between the two daughter cells. And parent cell completely divides into two daughter cells with their own nucleus. Yes, the next is significance of mitosis. Yes, student, there is any significance? Yes, mitosis is a very important. And why it is so important? See, It helps in the growth of multicellular organelles. It means growth takes place with the help of the mitosis. It also helps in growth as well as development of the zygote. And it keeps us, it is a very important point regarding the significance of mitosis. It keeps the chromosome number constant in daughter cell and is you know very well helps in growth and development of zygote. And it is a very significant contribution of the mitosis is cell repair. It means it also helps in the repairing of the cell. And it helps in sexual reproduction. And the next is, and very important, it restores nucleoplasmic ratio. So these are the main points regarding the significance of mitosis.
Stop here.